All right, everybody. How you guys doing? Hopefully, you enjoyed the break from school over spring break. Hopefully, you guys are, being able to deal with the situation in as positive a manner as you possibly can. So I know it's not easy. We all know it's not easy. Believe you me. I had no idea I'd ever be teaching class from my kitchen, or rather my dining room. Um, as a teacher. So, you know, adaptations, we all got to make them, right? So, it's one of the realities. Again, I know that things can be tough in these difficult times. I had let somebody else know that one of the things I've done with being home all the time is try to find the silver linings in the clouds, right? So, what I've done is most school days, I leave before our youngest Everett is up. So, don't have to worry about that anymore. And so, not every day, but, these 3, 4, 5 days out of the week, I go upstairs, I wake them up, bring them downstairs, eat breakfast with them. And that's an experience I just wouldn't have normally during the school week. So, it's a great experience for me. Totally love it. And that's something I just wouldn't have if school were still in session. So that's one of the bright spots I've taken out of this. So that ability to have that rapport with my youngest son that I wouldn't have in the morning. So I see my other two kids in the morning too. I see them, I help get them ready, everything else. But and it's a whole lot quicker. So again, I get to spend more time with them than I normally would. So, it's also been a unique experience because I'm trying to help them out and do things and work with first grade work and third grade work and trying to make that adjustment. But it's all kind of stuff that you got to deal with in life, right? So, but what I wanted to do when we came back from spring break is something pretty active, I guess, more hands-on. And we took a look at some of the things about dragon boats and the Dragon Boat Festival that takes place in China. It's something they've been doing for 2,000 years now. So found this cool little activity that we can do here where we actually make a dragon boat. So I'm actually going to do this on the fly with you guys. A couple steps of the way I've done some other things, but my kids have asked me and begged me to let them finish them off. So I haven't finished them off. So, there's some couple things I'll do along the way here, but there's also some other pieces that I've put in place and done, and I'll show you as we go along how I've done it, just to make sure that you can sort of see how it's done. Now, I'm just doing this directly right now, first time running through this just to see how it goes. So I wanted to make sure I put myself in your guys' spot and just to see how it would go and how it would work as an assignment for you guys. Now, you can do this without printer paper. You can do this without the actual size paper that the instructions tell you. It says 12 by 12. I'm just going to use lined paper. I have construction paper. I came up with a 12 by 12 size construction paper piece already, right? Now, Emma swore me to not use this, so I'm not using that, and we will go through the process together on that one, all right? So there's some things I've added as far as things that you can print out to help make this process easier, and I'll go along with that. I've attached a document that is dragon scales that you can use, right? Again, if you can't print them out, I'm going to show you some different things you can do, or you can freestyle it and use your creative prowess to create dragon scales on your dragon boat. So a couple things I'm going to leave up to you guys and where you want to go with it, but you can strictly use paper. So if you don't have just plain loose leaf paper, maybe you don't, you know, if you've got a notebook that's got paper in it, you can pull that out and use that. So I had straight loose leaf paper. I'm going to use 2 pieces here for the beginning portion of actually creating the boat itself and what it's going to look like. So I think 2 pieces is better. Obviously it calls for a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, right? I've got construction paper. That was easy to kind of pull off. So again, if you don't have those supplies in place, again, just plain lined paper, all right? So you can, if you want to, make those 2 pieces of lined paper into 12 by 12 or close to it. I mean, they're 8.5 by 11, right? So if you wanted to, you could take 2 pieces, and quick little show right here, right? 2 pieces next to each other. That's not quite 12 by 12, right? But it's, let's see here, close enough, right? And if I wanted to, I could glue them. Now, if you don't have glue, right? And I've got plenty of glue. I got kids, glue sticks galore, right? So you can use that. If not, you can actually use tape as well to tape them together. Or you don't even have to do it. I'm using 2 pieces of paper because I think the single piece of paper is obviously thinner than what cardstock would be. So I'm hoping that this makes the boat a little bit easier to work with and a little sturdier as well. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna place this right here in the perfect napkin holder, all right, which sets up rather nicely for me here. And I'm gonna go through the first 9 steps. All right, what I did was I printed them out for me so I could take a look, right? So obviously I've got a computer at home. I've got an iPad. I could do it that way as well, but I'm gonna follow along this way, all right? So step 1 is